The first media technology that assisted me was iMovie whilst making my animatic. This product was extremely useful as it allowed me to easily add pictures of my animatic and adjust the timing when necessary. I developed my understanding of this product from AS by adjusting the colouring of the shots, something I did not do in AS. I changed the colouring in order to emphasise which scenes were memories and which were present. Overall, I liked the colouring used, especially the dark colouring used in the past memories. I then developed this technique when editing the footage of my short film. In my animatic, the colouring was much more black and white, which I did not like, so instead, on Final Cut, I changed the colouring so it was more of a grey tinge. This was an easy thing to change on Final Cut, and I also changed the colouring of other shots where the colouring was not bright enough, so then I wouldn't have to refilm the shot. A skill I particularly enjoyed developing was my use of transitions and special effects. For my short film, I knew that I wanted to develop my knowledge in editing, and not only by using a non-linear narrative. Therefore, I first introduced the scenery shots of the fireworks, which created a nice smooth effect due to the cross-dissolve transitions. I was then influenced by the credits of Blue Valentine, as I particularly liked the effect of the fireworks being over and revealing the pictures of couples. I therefore decided to try a similar effect in my short film by creating a timeline for my actresses' childhood faces. Overall, I liked the effect it revealed, and I'm particularly glad I learned this technique. Another skill I developed was the use of sound, as I have used diegetic sound and helped create my music, two skills I did not use in AS. For diegetic sound, I mostly used the sound that was created whilst I was filming. However, when using a short reverse shot in the scene in which the parents are fighting, I had to record diegetic sound and add it under the original sound in order to make sure that the sound did not jump. I also helped create my own music with the help of a composer. I had regular meetings with this composer, and at the beginning of these meetings, I would thoroughly discuss with him what type of music I wanted. He therefore introduced me to the work of Thomas Newman to see if his music was the type I was heading towards. After agreeing that this was my aim, we began composing the music in time to my animatic. Over a series of meetings, the music began to develop, which we created on GarageBand. I am very pleased with the outcome of the music, and I think it works well with the somber tone I was heading towards. In order to summarise how the creation of my short film and ancillary tasks were going, I used the blogging website called WordPress. I used this site during AS, and it was extremely helpful as it allowed me to easily blog my process and add pictures or videos when needed. In contrast, I had never before used Photoshop or InDesign, media technologies I used for my poster and review. For my poster, Photoshop was a useful tool as I was first able to make any corrections to the lead image of the actress, such as remove any blemishes. Next, I was able to edit the background. I decided that I wanted a blue background because of the influence of the Perks of Being a Wallflower poster. Lastly, I added the titles, which were the simplest task I faced on Photoshop. When creating my review, I used InDesign, which first allowed me to create a template for my review. This was extremely helpful as I was attempting to copy the layout used in Empire magazine, and therefore this was proven easier by the simple template InDesign provides for me. After this, I faced the issue of making sure the colour scheme was identical to the one in Empire, and therefore I printed off my review several times and compared it to Empire to ensure that it was the same. During the making of my short film, I used 2 cameras and 2 tripods. The reason for this is that I could use the 2 cameras when filming matched action shots, therefore ensuring that during my editing there was no jump in the footage. The 2 cameras I used was a Canon HD and a Hitachi camcorder. Both film in HD, meaning that I could create my short film in a high quality.